stories like this are why I'm mean today, because of stuff like this. What's up, all my aliens? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Naya Barcelona, and here we talk all things beauty, lifestyle, and commentary. But today, I got story time video for y'all, and this story time is gonna be another one of my college roommate horror stories, y'all. I know. I just keep coming back with more roommate horror stories because I've always experienced crazy roommates throughout my life, and this is why now I have roommate trauma, and I refuse to get a roommate ever again in life. It's not happening. Even when I get married, he gotta live somewhere else. But if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button because it's always appreciated, and give me a thumbs up on this video, even though we didn't even get into anything yet. But if you like my persona so far, then please subscribe to the channel because I got a lot more videos coming. But anyway, so this video, like I said, is going to be a roommate horror story from college. Now, we're just going to jump right into this. I'm not going to give you no descriptions, nothing. Let's just get into the video. So before I give you any deep details, I have to give you some of the backstory on this. Now, when I was in college, I attended a HBCU. If you attend a HBCU, let me know in the comments what school you're going to or where you plan to go, whatever the case may be. Let me shout out your HBCU. But I went to Shaw University in North Carolina, okay? And in HBCU culture, there is something called a modeling troupe. Now, for me, going to HBCU for the first time ever, coming from a school where it was mostly white people, this was a culture shock. Everything I experienced at my school was more so a culture shock because I knew nothing about this stuff. Sororities, fraternities, all that, I was clueless. Majority white schools don't teach you that because they don't have that. Not really. And they don't go, I feel like they don't go as hard as black people do. Like, if you're in a white fraternity or sorority, like a majority white frat or sorority, comment below if they be going hard. Like, I only always see the black sororities and fraternities turning up, like the Divine Nine. But anyway, we're getting off track. So, at my school, they have these things called modeling troupes. A lot of HBCUs have them. They take modeling troupe culture very seriously. Well, at least I know a few years ago when I was going to school, they took it very serious. If they still do, let me know. Sometimes I see it on TikTok. So I'm assuming they still take the modeling troupe culture very seriously. Now, what the modeling troupes are, for those who don't know, have no clue what I'm talking about. A modeling troupe is a group of peers, classmates, whoever. There's usually 1 to 3 coaches who will be the head of the modeling troupe. Y'all gonna meet I just remember something. Y'all gonna meet my modeling troupe leader from college very, very soon because I'm going to see him next month. So this is gonna be so fun. But yeah, y'all gonna meet him. I cannot wait. I love him so much. He really inspired me. I have story times about him too, so we'll wait. We'll get into that. I'll just get into that in the next story time. But anyway, modeling troupes, it's your peers. They come together. It's basically an after-school activity. It's something, an extracurricular activity. It's like a sport. Any other sport on campus. Modeling troupe is another sport. And trust me, it is hard. If you can't walk in heels, you ain't getting through. You're not getting through that runway. But like I was saying, we all were in a modeling troupe. It was me, a few of my friends from campus. We were on a modeling troupe. Now, there's going to be a girl in this story who I just name her regular name because she don't care. But this girl that I ended up meeting, before I even get to her, let me tell you how I met her. Well, this is how I met her. So in modeling troupes, you usually have, again, like I said, you have the coordinators, the founder, all that good stuff. And you have a choreographer, someone who can dance. Usually, essentially, they can dance really well. They know how to organize the team. They can put dances together. They can put runway shows together. Because essentially what you're doing is a full choreographed runway routine before you even walk the catwalk. A lot of it is runway, transitions, dance routines, all that. I dance, by the way. If no one knew, I do dance. Or I danced a lot back in college. I can still dance. I just don't do it as much. But, yeah. So you need someone there who can choreograph full routines and also choreograph just dancing in general. So this is what we're going to get into this girl. We're going to name her I don't know why this car parked right hand next to me. I'm all the way down at the end of the parking lot, and there's a car next to me. Not sure what this man is doing, but if he comes over here, get sprayed if you want to. So as I was saying, there was a choreographer in the modeling troupe. Shout out to that was the name of the troupe, Bella Vita. I don't know. I think they disbanded at this point after I graduated. Well, not even graduated. After I left, or the year after I left. I think they ended the troupe. But that was the name of the troupe, and we had a choreographer. We're gonna name her Autumn, because fall's coming, so we're gonna call her Autumn. So Autumn is our choreographer. She can dance, she can choreograph. When she was coaching another dance team on campus, I was a part of that dance team. That's how I knew of her, but I hadn't formally really met her, because that dance team didn't last long either. Like, I don't remember what happened to it, but it didn't last that long either. So she then joined onto team, and she was the choreographer for. Am I giving too many details? I'm gonna start bleeping that. Let's cancel that. Let's not say that. So she was a choreographer for our modeling troupe. That's how I met her. Bam, backstory done. Now that I've got you through most of the backstory of this video, I'm gonna tell you how me and Autumn became roommates. So at this time, I went through 3 different roommates in my first semester, y'all. First semester. No, it was like a semester and a half. But I went through 3 different roommates. So the first one, she was cool, but she transferred out. I barely ever saw her. It was whatever. The second one, she was also cool, but her mom got sick, so she decided to leave. I low-key forgot where I left off because my camera just died, so bear with me, y'all. But I think I was at the part where I was telling y'all how Autumn was the choreographer for the modeling troupe, and now we're talking about how she became my roommate. So one day at practice, we were all chilling, and Autumn, she seemed like a nice girl. Like, when I had met her at the modeling troupe practices, she seemed really nice. So she came in and she was talking about how she and her roommate had been having some issues. Now, again, I had an empty room because my roommate had left to be with her mom. So she left school entirely. Like, it was literally just me and a double. So me trying to be nice. This is why I need to stop inviting people places. I cannot be nice. Well, I'm not nice anymore. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of mean now. But you can approach me. I'm approachable. But I was trying to be nice, and I was like, stories like this are why I'm mean today, because of stuff like this. But she came up to us, a few of us at the modeling troupe, and was talking about how she'd been having fights with her roommate. They're not getting along, and any second now, they're gonna like really go at it. And I was like, you know what? The semester is almost over. School ended in May. It was April. I was like, you know what? School's almost over for summer. If you want, you could stay in my room. That's fine. I don't mind. Like, you could stay in my room until the school year ends, and everything will be all good. Like, whenever you want, let me talk to my RA. Now, RA is resident advisor. If, for those who don't know, most of us, if you went to college, you know, you have your RA, or maybe it's another term, but it's just basically someone who monitors. It's a student who monitors the floor, usually upperclassmen. So she might have been a junior when we were all freshmen. I don't really care. I don't know. But yeah, my RA, I was like, let me tell my RA that you want to move in, and you can tell yours, and we'll figure something out. I want to say maybe 2 weeks, or not even 1 week later, she was moving into my room. Now, I'm not going to hold y'all. This was low-key a mistake, because she didn't have a lot of furniture, but a lot of it was like smelly, and we lived in a tight enclosed room. The room was not that big, so to have stinky furniture in a tight space, every time I opened my room door, it just smelled like, not like poop or anything like that, not like that kind of stinky, but it was just stinking. Eventually, I found out that she had this Crisco oil. I don't know if she was putting the oil on the carpet or what was on her furniture, but she had this Crisco oil, and that was the smell. It was the smell of oil, or cooking oil, that was seeping through the rug, and it was just coming up into the room. The fumes. It was terrible. But anyway, I'm sorry. That just triggered me because I can smell it now. She moves in. Everything is cool. It's been a few days. Maybe, how long did this even last? I don't know how long this even lasted. A couple weeks maybe is how long she stayed in my room. That was the duration. So we're going to modeling practice. She's being the choreographer. She's doing her thing, you know? Oh my gosh, the lighting changed. My battery keeps dying. I don't know what's going on. We were at one of our practices for a competition we were having a little bit later that year. And so we have a girl in our group. Her name is Bacon. She was one of the co-founders, I believe, or she was appointed co-founder by the original founder, something like that. She was one of the co-founders. She had a speaker, and that's what we were using for every practice to learn our troops and play the music on. So as we're practicing or whatever, Autumn, almost said her name, oh snap. Autumn asks Bacon, hey, can I take the speaker for a little bit because I need to continue the choreography and I don't have anything to play my music on. I want to use your speaker. So Bacon is very sweet. She was like, yeah, I don't mind. Like, you can take it, you know, just bring it to practice when we have our next practice or whatever. We didn't have practice every single day. So I want to say maybe 2 or 3 days had gone by until the next practice and Autumn had the speaker, but she took it outside in the rain. Why she did that, I don't know, but she took it outside in the rain, and what ended up happening was Bacon got her speaker back broken. Now, not only is this a bad hit for Bacon, but this is also a bad hit for the troupe because this is literally the machine we were using to practice our dances. So not only did we lose the speaker, but Bacon lost her speaker too. And she didn't get mad. She didn't, you know, try to fight Autumn or anything like that. She was just like, hey, can you pay for half of the speaker? Because I need a new one. You brought it out in the rain. You got it water damaged. And now it doesn't work at all. And I need a new speaker. So can you please send me half of the money for this? Now, me, I would have told her, you need to pay for the whole thing because why are you taking my electronics out into water? Make it make sense. But I guess maybe Autumn assumed the speaker would survive the rain. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But that just goes to show you can't be letting everybody borrow your stuff because not everyone is as careful as you. And so what ended up happening was Autumn never got back to Bacon on paying for the speaker. So one night, I'm in my room just chilling, watching TV on my laptop. I used to edit videos on my laptop all the time and just sit in my room and watch TV. So I'm minding my business, watching TV, sitting on my laptop, chilling. I get a knock at my door. And when I open the door, it's Bacon and her girlfriend. So Bacon, she's like, oh, is Autumn here? And I was like, no, I haven't seen her the whole day. This was the next day. So I forgot to mention that this is a whole new day. I was like, no, I haven't seen her this whole day. I don't know where she's at, but you could call her or something. I don't know. But she was like, oh, I'm just going to wait for her here in your room if you don't mind. I said, that's fine. Like, me and Bacon were cool. We were friends. I was like, I don't mind. You can sit here, whatever. I wasn't trying to be messy. I didn't know how the situation was going to go, y'all. Because Bacon is nice. Like, everything was going smooth sailing. So I didn't think there was going to be any drama, any messiness. I was like, yeah, you can sit in my room. It doesn't matter. I don't care. So she sits down in the room. They wait. A few minutes go by. Maybe like 20, 30 minutes go by. And still no sign of Autumn. Nothing. And so she was like, do you know where she is? And I was like, nah, I have no idea where she's at. So finally, it's like we spoke her up. The room door opens. Look who it is. It is freaking Autumn. She comes in the door. She looks at Bacon. She turns right around. Bacon was like, do you have the money for my speaker? Autumn turns right around. She was like, nope. And just walks down the hall, completely not really acknowledging her. Didn't even put her stuff down. Well, she didn't really have anything on her, I don't think. No, she didn't really have any belongings on her. But it's like she came in the room for no reason. She just turned back around and walked out. And she went downstairs. So we were up on a higher floor. So she goes down to the second level of the dorms to her friend's room. She's trying to run away from Bacon at this point. She goes downstairs to her friend's room. Mind you, the friend is pregnant. I feel so bad that they're putting this pregnant girl in all the mess because she's just trying to graduate and have her baby. That's it. That is literally it. So she goes downstairs to her pregnant friend's room, and Bacon and Bacon's girlfriend go inside. They're like, no, like, we need to talk about the speaker situation because you owe me money. You broke my speaker. And Bacon has every right to feel that way because you let somebody borrow your things and then they broke it. Granted, this may not be the case in every situation. Let me know, in this particular situation right here, what would you do? If you gave your speaker to somebody, a very expensive speaker, by the way, it was a big, like, jumbo. Again, we were using this speaker for practice. There's like 50 of us that practice and everyone can hear it. This is a big speaker. It's a big Bluetooth speaker. You let someone borrow your speaker, they take it out into the rain and it breaks. Who's paying for it? Answer down below. I'll give you a moment. All right, your time is up. Let me know who exactly you think is in the wrong here. Is it Bacon or is it Autumn? Who should be paying for Bacon's speaker? Me personally, I feel like Bacon let her off easy by only asking for half of the money back, because I would have told her she needs to give me in full the money that she owes. And that was probably like a $200 speaker. I don't even know. But I would have been like, you need to give me all my money. So yeah, she goes into the pregnant friend's room and they shut the door. Now, I don't know the exact argument because I didn't make it into the room at this point. I only got what was told to me. But at this point, Bacon and Autumn are trying to talk this through. But Autumn is telling her, look, you're not getting your money. And Bacon is like, no, you're giving me my money. And so Bacon's girlfriend blocks the door to the dorm. So at this point, I think the friend is just sitting there. Bacon is standing up and her girlfriend is blocking the door. So Autumn can't even get out. If she wanted to, she probably would have got jumped if she tried to leave. So what does Autumn do? Y'all, take a wild guess. Take a wild guess at what Autumn does next. This girl opens the window and jumps outside. Jumps out the freaking window. Now, at the dorms, so you have the lobby and then level 2. But outside is like a platform. You know how they design buildings? It's like a decor. It's basically decor. It's a platform. And then outside that, so there's the lobby, and the platform is on the top of the lobby. And then you have 2, 3, 4, whatever. So I couldn't believe my eyes. Couldn't believe my eyes when I got the word back of what was going on. Now, she jumps outside. And at this point, there's a courtyard. Most campuses have a cute little courtyard. You can look out your dorm into the courtyard or whatever. You know, you can go outside and mingle. The courtyard, people who are in the courtyard are now outside looking on the platform to see Autumn's little body walking back and forth. She's pacing on the platform. At this point, I'm in my room. I've been in my room. I told y'all, I didn't follow them all the way downstairs. I just got what was word of mouth back to me from Bacon. So as I'm in my room chilling, I had a couple more friends come to my room because our floor, everyone just had an open door policy. Everybody just went in anybody's room. It was everybody was just cool like that. So I'm in my room chilling, and my RA comes to my door and is like, "Yo, Nay, did you know that your roommate just jumped out the window?" I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" So now I'm running over into the hallway because if you're in the dorm, there's giant windows. It's basically in the middle of the dorm is a giant window. So you can see every floor has a balcony inside. So you can see out the balcony. So I ran to the balcony. I couldn't see anything. So I'm like, wait, what the heck? You're lying. So then I go grab my phone and I run outside because now there's a crowd forming outside in the courtyard. So now I'm getting my phone and I'm running outside to see what the heck is going on and what my RA is talking about. And 2 of my friends come running out too. So as I get outside, I see Autumn on the platform. Like I said, she was pacing. She's pacing back and forth. Mind you, it is about 11 o'clock at night. It is almost midnight at this point. 11:30, almost midnight. Walking back and forth, a crowd is coming outside. Everyone is young and immature and dumb, so you know people like to play around, laugh, make jokes. Like this is not even funny for real. At the time, I was pissed. I was not laughing. This was not funny. I see my modeling troupe instructor, the founder, he's out there like just shaking his head, face palming. He was like, go get your roommate off the daggone platform. I'm like, I'm not going out there to get her. Are you crazy? This don't got nothing to do with me. It's above me now. So as everybody is gathering outside, laughing, kiki, ha ha, I'm just sitting there like, so they're going to do anything? Is anyone going to go get her? And I'm asking Bacon, because now Bacon comes out, and I'm like, Bacon, what is going on? What, like, I don't understand. How did a meeting that was supposed to happen in our room turn into Autumn outside on the platform? And there's no way down from the platform. The only way down is to jump. And you probably will get seriously injured if you jump off that platform. So there's literally no way down after that. Once you hit it, there's no way down. So I'm looking like, this is insane. The crowd is getting bigger now. Now, again, this is an HBCU. It could get a little ratchet at times. It's starting to get ratchet. It's late. People are getting restless. It's chaotic. It's going to get crazy. Next freaking thing you know, there was these boys. And I'm not going to tell you what city they're from. 2 cities have beef. They start fighting on the courtyard because there's a crowd outside. You're going to see your ops. If everybody's outside, now you're going to fight because there's a crowd. It's easier to fight when there's more people around because nobody can really, put an end to it. Brawl breaks out. These dudes are fighting. I'm like, this is crazy. This is real crazy. Eventually, it got broken up because there was just too much happening. And police were called. Not for the fight. Police were called to get Autumn off of the freaking roof of the dorm. So as she's out there on the platform, the police are in the window. They're in the friend's room. The pregnant friend, who I feel so bad that she got even tied into this, because she probably just felt sick and wanted to lay in her bed. So now the friend, she's looking out the window with the police, and they're calling her. They're like, can you come up here, please? Get back in the building. We're trying to figure out how the heck is she going to get back inside? Because the police are really little to no help at all. Without the police, it still would have got done. They really weren't doing much. Now, what ends up happening to get her off the platform, y'all remember Toad from the Girls Trip Horror Story? Toad jumps out the window and goes to get her. Or did she jump, or did the police put her? I don't even know. I think she might have jumped. Toad jumps out onto the platform, tells Autumn to come back inside, whatever. Maybe they were friends. I really don't know. Either that or Toad was just tired. Either way, she gets her to come back inside. The police pull her up, pull Toad up, and then Autumn just disappears. I don't know where she goes, what happened to her, none of that. But at this point, there's already a large crowd on the courtyard. So once people realize Autumn is gone and she's not necessarily gonna be popping off like that, we go back into the dorms, okay? As I'm back in the dorm chilling, why does the freaking fire alarm go off? Somebody pulls the fire alarm. As soon as we all get back into our dorms and relax, the fire alarm goes off, and now we're all headed right back outside because, again, they're not going to take that lightly. They're taking the fire alarm very seriously, especially because it barely goes off. So now everyone's back outside. But at this point, there's more people outside. The brawl happened at this point. I lied. I'm getting my crowds mixed up. As we're all back outside with the whole entire school at this point, well, just the 2 dorms, because some of the dorms are separate. But now with the 2 dorms, everybody's outside. This is when the brawl breaks out, and the girl is gone. So she's still gone. Autumn is still gone. There's a brawl outside. I don't even know who pulled the fire alarm. Like, it was very random, very uncalled for, very unhinged. But now we're all outside. A fight breaks out. There's no more police. Police have left because she got down. So it's just a free-for-all. Fight ends up breaking up, okay? Now we're all still outside. And now at this point, the people who were outside the first time during the platform incident with Autumn are talking about it with other people who are also now outside because of the fire drill. Just a whole lot of, like, talking going on. Now, as me and my friends are talking, all I hear is a bunch of screaming, y'all. Screaming. Like, just like the crowd. One part of the crowd starts yelling. Y'all, guess what it was? Tell me what it was. It was freaking Autumn. Autumn comes outside. I don't know where she came from, but she is swinging a metal crowbar into the crowd. She is running through the crowd, swinging a metal crowbar. People are screaming. Some are laughing. This is not even funny. This is not funny. So as she's swinging this crowbar, what I found out was supposed to be happening was there was a boy that she was talking to. She was messing with this boy. And apparently he was outside on the courtyard laughing at her and laughing about the incident with the roof, the platform thing. So he's out there with his friends laughing, knowing he's messing with her, but doing all that on the side. But again, mind you, we're like 18, 19. We're kids. That's what kids do. They be stupid. So he's laughing, and her target was him with the crowbar. She was coming out trying to swing it. I hit him in the head or something. I don't know. She was trying to take him out with that crowbar, though. So because we're in a big crowd, crowbar don't got no name on it. Anybody could get hit. So everybody's running and screaming. I don't even know where the boy is or if he was even outside in that area. Like, I have no idea. So after that happens, now I'm getting tight. I'm getting so mad. I call my mom real fast. I'm like, I'm ready to go home. This ghetto out here, I want to go home. Like, I was so mad. Even my mom could attest to this. She would tell y'all I called mad and wanted to go home. Because why are y'all doing all this? And it was April Fool's Day. Now that I remember, it was April 1st. I think somebody pulled that fire alarm as an April Fool's prank. That's probably what it was. And my roommate, Autumn, jumping outside was the perfect opportunity to be messy and do all that. So that happens. The crowbar incident happens. There was no more fights, thank goodness. I'm calling my mom, trying to get home. Mind you, I'm like a 3-hour flight. I just know I'm getting home. Trying to get home. And then after that happens, everything starts to die down again. By this point, it's probably like 1 or 2 in the morning. Like, I'm annoyed. Most people are annoyed. We go back upstairs to the dorms. Y'all, back up to the dorm. I don't even know what happened to Autumn. I don't even know if anybody, who took her or what. Like, I really don't know what happened to her with the crowbar. So we go back upstairs to the dorms. And at this point, I never see Autumn ever again. Like, I literally did not see her ever again since the crowbar, since she came out with the crowbar. And so I was confused. I was like, I don't even know what's going on. But she also never came back for her stuff. And I was like, should I move it? Because it smells like Crisco cooking oil. And I really want my room to smell fresh again. Like, this oil smell is disgusting. So I kept asking and begging my RA, like, can I please get her stuff out of here? She was like, no, don't touch it. You don't know if she's going to come back. I'm like, she ain't coming back. It had been by that point. It'd be like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Never heard from her. Never saw her. She wasn't going to be back for that cooking oil and whatever. She wasn't going to be back for her furniture. So I felt like I should have been able to get rid of it because she literally never came back. But the reason why she didn't come back also was another story time for another day. But here we are. A week and a half after the incident went down. No sign of Autumn. I know Bacon didn't get her money. We still continue with the modeling troupe activities. I don't even remember whose speaker we ended up using or where we got a new sound system from. But the activities continued because we had a competition coming up. We needed to be on our game. But after that, y'all, I literally never saw Autumn again. Don't know where she is. But she became, after that incident, a trending topic on Twitter, y'all. A hashtag. She became a hashtag on Twitter. And if I could find the hashtag, the tweets, I will post them on the screen to let y'all know I'm not lying, y'all. I'm going to post this because this is insane. She became the hashtag Shaw You Little Jumper Girl. And I'm going to add, maybe I shouldn't have told y'all that, but the tweets will be on the screen anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But this girl became a hashtag on Twitter. And every now and again, till this day, people will be like, oh, who remembers that time Shy You Little Jumper Girl hopped out the window? And I'll be sitting there like, y'all, imagine being her roommate getting clowned all the time for this. Even though I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. Me and her were cool. The jokes don't faze me. But it's just like, why must we bring this up every time we talking about Shy You? But it was a legendary night. If you were in my class at that time, you really can't forget that night. It's kind of hard to forget because that was a wild, wild night. And I honestly, if anyone from my college sees this video and you were there at that time, please comment what you were doing that night. I need to know from all perspectives what was going down that night at the courtyard when they pulled that fire alarm. I need to know what everyone was doing. So if you was there, comment below what you were doing. Like, for real, I want to know what was going on. But that is going to be the end of this video, y'all. I've been recording for a little minute. So please, y'all, like this, comment. Let me know again your college that you're going to or that you're at, you plan to go to, whatever the case may be. Shout out your HBCU. Because we need some more HBCU appreciation up in here. But yeah, again, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. It'll be on the screen and it's linked in the description box down below. But y'all, Halloween is coming, so please stay tuned because my next video is going to come out on Monday. Starting Vlogtober on Monday with a new vlog. And then also, I'm going to have some story times. And if you check my shorts, I'm going to be doing the 31 days of Halloween. So there's going to be a new short posted every single day of October, y'all. So it'll be on here and on TikTok. So look out for that. But thank y'all so much for watching. It's spooky season, y'all. So I'll see you on the next video. Peace.